All right, good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is David Gold, as you all know, and I welcome to Kokwe Radio and Television Station. Station where they giving a back to back as the hot. So they're giving her the update on this same election matter and petition, most especially on these resignations of Adamu, the APC chairman, national chairman, and also on this issue of fuel happening in Nigeria. After the inauguration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his first statement or first speech on removal of subsidy,
first subsidy is gone,
has led Nigeria into some critical situations, even federal government workers, even private workers, even governors, and also some low-class people that has led their lifestyle to remain stagnant. Business stagnant, transportation stagnant, and also as the fuel price increases from 545 naira to 617 naira. But presently, some people said at Lagos State that fuel price at 1 liter is 700, which makes some Lagosians to be trekking.
Are you for real? Ah, good people and me. No, that's right. If I want to work there, I'll be very soon. Nothing wrong with you. You're younger now, so they will just capitalize on your.
Now, on this note, Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not really have a good plans, basically on this issue of subsidy, and there was a video that shocked me from a young girl how she analyzed income on a monthly basis since this increment on fuel and also on transportations. She hardly eats 3 square meal any longer.
At the end of the month, I'll have to borrow money and feed, since 80% of my salary goes into transportation.
Wow, this is a serious matter, and the matter is becoming serious on a daily basis as Nigerians keep complaining every daily basis. And also on this issue of loan of 800 million US dollar, also and the 500 billion naira as palliative to Nigerians. And you talked about Tinubu talked about sharing 8,000 for all citizens. Now the question is, what is the plan of the structure or the plan structure for making this whole money in circulation? Up to now, we haven't heard anything, and he said he has suspended his review on that. Now, let's listen to my good friend Rufai, how he analyzed this matter. That the presidents are not feeling the heat.
They are not feeling the heat. For what I know, lawmakers got free 70 billion. They are not feeling the heat. They should speak for themselves. So why is Mr. Bayo Onanuga begging Nigerians now? No, he should not beg Nigerians. Please, he should leave Nigerians alone. They plunged Nigerians into this. The APC plunged Nigerians into this because of their terrible planning. I asked Professor Killer a very technical question this morning. I said, do you see rigor in the thinking of government? He said, no rigor. You know what that means? That's an indictment on government. You remove subsidy, no planning. There's no rigor. Even the 8,000 you announced, when people showed you how funny your thoughts were, you have to bring it back and say you are reviewing. Till date, they've not finished reviewing. The meetings you ought to have with Labour, the meeting have been stopped. Labour is upset. Everybody is upset. Now you are saying you are begging. What are you begging? You say you are going to hit the ground running. Hit it running. What we expected President Tinubu, and I keep saying, to have done is, if you knew you were going to remove subsidy on your inauguration speech, once you won the election, you will have started planning for it. At least have a template document. If you at least had that and you put it forward, now you are saying you are meeting with stakeholders. Why didn't you finish the meeting with stakeholders before you remove subsidy? So we've given ideas ad nauseam. But Mr. Bayo Onanuga should not beg. I think Mr. Bayo Onanuga should have begged the Igbos that he said that never should they put mouth in Lagos politics again. And when he said all of those things that people kicked against him, he said he had no apologies. So why is he begging now? Nigerians have a right to ventilate. It's democracy, isn't it? Or do you want an authoritarian government? No, it's democracy. So he should not beg. He has no locus to beg. People are suffering.
They are not feeling the heat. It is only the poor citizen, the low class, who are feeling the heat. One, they are being denied transportations. They are being denied access to good health. They are being denied to so many things because they can no longer afford 3 square meal a day due to the increasement in fuel and removal of subsidy. Meanwhile, the subsidy is nowhere to be found. The money generated from the fuel subsidy cannot be accounted for. And this is the pain we are feeling right now as citizens. This is the pain we are feeling as citizens. That we can no longer enter transportation of our choice. There is no even vehicle who is going to carry you on a normal price anymore. Nevertheless, salary never increase. There is no increase in salary. There is no support from any other places. And they are not coming up with another tactics of Adamu resigning as a national party chairman. It's another strategy of deceiving Nigeria in order to disorganize the judiciary, to take the attention away from the originality case. We are not going to give up. All right, let's see the bad sign. This resigning of Adamu, the national APC party chairman, we cost to Nigerians as a whole.
The resignation of Adamu Abdullahi as APC national chairman is a bad sign of things to come. It is a danger sign. I know many people are happy that, oh, it's a sign of infighting within the APC. Yes, it is, actually. But then, for the greater Nigeria, there is something that we all must pay attention to. The resignation of Adamu is a bad sign. It's a bad sign because it's an indicator of Tinubu's autocratic tendencies. It is an attempt by the Tinubu administration to silence every dissenting voices. It is a consolidation move by people that belong to the Tinubu power bloc. So what it means is this: anybody who did not agree with Tinubu is removed. So that way they force every other person to be 100% compliant with Tinubu, and that is dangerous for Nigeria. It is a sign that there is likely to be an interference at the tribunal. So we should not rejoice. We should actually take it as a sign that we must act on. It is a sign that Nigerians should stand up and defend the integrity of our democracy, defend the integrity of the rule of law, of separation of powers, of due process. Due process. It is a sign. And worst of all, it is a reminder of the things that Tinubu did in Lagos. It is an indicator that there's likely to be a legalization of what should ordinarily be morally and legally wrong. Because look at it. Look at what has happened in the National Assembly. With what has happened, anything the National Assembly passes becomes law. If the National Assembly wakes up today now and decides that it is okay to do drugs and makes a law that says that it is okay to do drugs, it becomes a law and it becomes allowed. If the National Assembly wakes up and decides that it is okay to cheat, it is okay to steal government money in certain ways to be used, it is to be used for personal interest, it becomes a law. So the National Assembly that should normally be a check and a balance, or that should normally provide checks and balances, that should normally ensure the adherence to the rule of law. Now that it seems that it has been dissolved into the executives, what it means is that whatever the executive wants, that's what they do. Whatever the executives want, that's what they do. In Lagos, this was what Tinubu did that enabled the passing of what should ordinarily be criminal and immorally wrong. He made it right. And what was that? The Lagos Pensions Law, where 6 vehicles will be bought for the former governor every 3 years. 6 SUVs, where they are given staff in excess of 20, where there is overseas medical trip, overseas education trip for the governor and his family, where there is a police orderly, that what should normally be morally wrong?
Yes, this is a very notable sign to us that we Nigerians, we should not give up. We should not put our eyes away from the judiciary, because it's our responsibility. It is our right to put our eyes on the judiciary on this matter, because the matter is getting worse. Things are not more falling in pleasant places. Oh, moreover, Nigerian citizens are already considering His Excellency, the ex-president of Nigeria, Buhari, as a more competent man, more than Bola Ahmed Tinubu, due to lack of administrative management. This is not what Nigeria wants at this point. Borrowing $800 million from the World Bank is indebting Nigerians, is indebting the citizen for another year, which we must pay. In other words, they are selling out the country already. Coming on board within a few days of inauguration to an office as president, the Nigerians are feeling the pain. Though you have told us in a short video that you were going to hit the ground running. Is this the plan? Is this what you mean by increasing fuel on a daily basis? Nigerians, we need to wake up. We need to wake up and fight for our rights. It is our responsibility. We have to fight for our rights. Oh, and Excellency, kudos to Excellency, His Excellency, a nobleman, well respected in the country, Peter Obi, even as he celebrated his birthday.
Our president, His Excellency, you are welcome.
Can you see the love? Despite the fact that there was nothing, there was an increase in fuel, people still celebrated him all over the world. And in this hardship, he also contributed food to Plateau State. When he visited the IDP, he gave them some rice and a check of money in order to ease their society there. What has Tinubu done? Increase. There must be a legal terms. There must be a legal way. I mean, there should be an arrangement for removing subsidy. Now everybody is feeling the heat. And you are now begging Nigerians. For what? The deed has been done. It's just for correction to take place. So at this point, I think I need to close my mouth. And every other update we will bring out, we brought to us towards evening again. Una bye.